BookTube, YouTube. Where do I set up shop? I don't think here. There's too much noise. I mean, it's quiet in here. I don't see this happening. Traffic noise could be an issue. Oh, hell no. Not exactly comfortable. Down on the floor. Hello! Welcome to my channel. This is the first time I've done any kind of a recording. Hey! I want to review books. Books. Not all the books. Nobody can read all the books.
I would love to see you try.
But I'll just say fantasy, sci-fi, fiction, if it's like kind of outside the norm stuff, or historical fiction. I do dabble in some nonfiction and things like that. And when I feel like it, maybe I'll do a review on something like that. But anyway, you're probably wondering,
who the hell is this guy?
My name is Jared. Some people call me Duster Muppet.
Who?
So maybe my channel will be somewhat related to that. Dusters, debonair, debutantes, figuring all that out later. I just want to start reviewing books because I read so much, and that's exactly why I'm here. So, what have I been reading lately? This little gem here.
Did you read the whole thing?
T.J. Klune's In the Lives of Puppets. Now, if you're familiar with T.J. Klune, he does have other novels, The House from the Cerulean Sea, which is something that I will pick up because this was the first book I've ever read by T.J. Klune. And part of the reason why I picked it up is because it's a first edition signed copy. But he has the critical acclaim for House of the Cerulean Sea. So, T.J. Klune, what have you got here?
Show them what you got, bud.
Basically, it's a story that kind of feels like it follows the Pinocchio sort of story where there's a puppet maker and he makes a little puppet and it becomes a real boy. And all this stuff, but there's really no magic. It's kind of set in the future. But take it and flip it on its head. Basically, we're living in a world where machines are the predominant... machines are the predominant... What's the word? I don't want to say species because it's a machine, but it's the population, let's say, of this world. And humans are basically non-existent until we're introduced to a human baby that comes into this robot's life. Without spoiling too much, the story starts from there. And you fall into this world after this human baby's grown up. And he has friends, and these friends are not other humans, but other robots. And the robots are some of the best characters in the novel.
Ow, what the goddamn... What the hell, Carl?
One of them is actually what basically inspired the whole story, was that it's about a Roomba that he had. He just saw a character within the Roomba, and I don't know if you can see that. It's great. There's another character too that supplies the humor so well. Found myself laughing out loud. They come across and find yet another character that just kind of makes this little group even a little more interesting and the interactions within it. But then something befalls this group this whole beginning, this setting, and changes everything. And without getting into spoilers, the story takes off. The world building in this book is good. It serves its purpose. It doesn't go above and beyond to create anything new, but it does feel original in its own way. For me, when I first started reading this, it felt like being wrapped up in a soft blanket or having a towel that's just come out of the dryer for you. Just something that's just so comforting and like takes you back to something that you nostalgic that you may have felt like you've read before. But I don't know, I just never felt like anything was dragging or too expositional or anything like that. There's just something so quaint about Klune's style in the story that kind of harkens to the Pinocchio telling. Really kind of feel familiar in that way, but it kind of delve into a future, a dystopian future as well, the further into the story you get. But yeah, it has a really satisfying conclusion. The plot was really good. I felt like it didn't rush you into too much. You really got a sense of who these characters were and what they meant to each other. So just really fascinating how humans can be so different from one another, like a human and a robot. Those differences are sometimes things that we can celebrate because they're different. They're aspects of something different than ourselves that make us better in a way, to have someone else that complements or something else that complements what it means to be human. Just the overarching theme of humanity and how we see things as the other, as being different. But in a way, this story kind of exposes that, you know, these differences don't always have to be the downfall of relationships. They can actually help relationships flourish. As the sooner we can accept differences, the better off we are. So,
Aw, that's sweet.
wonderful little book. I'd love to give it a rating of 4 out of 5. I didn't expect too much from this. I got a lot more out of it because of that. But I don't think this was anything that was groundbreaking or mind-blowing or anything. It was just a really fun, humorous adventure. The boy and his robots and his love for things that are different. So, The Lives of Puppets, TJ Klune. Thank you for watching. I don't know if there's stuff you're supposed to do when you watch these on YouTube, but do whatever you feel like. No pressure.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Thank you for watching. And remember, keep reading.